Hello everyone, good evening everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the CT 360 series in which we cover the GA and ESI current affairs. So my dear friends, as we told you that we will also be bringing up the revision session. We will be bringing up the revision session of this particular series, and today we are having the very first revision session for the month of October, in which we will be revising all the important news articles by solving the MCQs. So my dear friends, we all know that revision is the most important thing because it helps you to analyze whether you retain all the important things or not. And that is the reason, my dear friends, that yes, today we will be having this particular session. Now it's the duty for all of you to give me a thumbs up in the chat box if I'm audible and visible to all of you, so that we can begin this particular session. So I'm waiting for your responses. Please tell me in the chat box if I'm audible and visible to all of you. So I can see here that yes, people are giving their responses. So good evening Shreyashi and all the people. I believe that all of you are really preparing well for the upcoming exam. So my dear friends, the first thing for all of you in the today's session is that your participation is mandatory in this session. So what you are required to do? You are required to tell me your answer that you think is the right answer to the question in the live chat box by giving up the question and the option that you think is the right answer. Apart from that, you are also required to mark that what exactly is the number of questions you have marked correctly in this particular session, and at the end of the session I will be asking your scores out of 2025. Okay? So basically in this session we will be having 25 MCQs and let's see who will score the best. So let's start the session with the very first question here on the screen. So Shreyashi, Rana, Vidyut, so my dear friends, all of you, please tell me the right answer to this question. The first question is on the report which was released, that is, will the poverty related SDGs be met? Global projections for 2030 report. So my dear friend, this question has been asked from a report which we have already told you in our sessions in the CT 360 series. So here you are required to identify the incorrect statement regarding this particular report. So please go through these statements and identify what is the right answer. So here you can see it was released by the United Nations University World Institute for Development, Economic and Research. Second statement states that in 2030, 600 million people will live in the extreme poverty. Option C states 515 million people will still be undernourished by 2030. Water and sanitation will persist as a major issue in 2030, or it recommends prioritizing inclusive growth through focusing on the SDG 8. So my dear friends, what is the right answer to this question? Please tell me in the chat box. Among these options, which is the statement which is incorrect as per this particular report? So what is that particular statement? It is option C. So if I talk about the option C, it states that 515 million people will still be undernourished by 2030. So my dear friend, let me tell you that there is a twist in the value because it will be 665 million. That is why statement C is absolutely incorrect. Absolutely right. Trending Technology, Sneha, Rana, Shreyashi, all the people have given me the right answer. That is option C. So let me tell you another important point, that we all know that there are 17 sustainable development goals that we want to achieve by 2030. Okay. As per this particular report, this report states that more than 1 in 5 children will be stunted by 2030. A very important finding from this report that you must remember from the exam point of view. So my dear friend, let's move on to the next question. Next question is on a program, that is the Tribal Youth Exchange Program. Okay, so you have to identify the correct statement with respect to TYEP, that is Tribal Youth Exchange Program. You are required to identify the correct statement. Okay, let's go through these statements one by one. Let's see what are these statements. So पहली statement में it is talking about the implementing agency of the TYEP, that is NYKS, which is under the Ministry of Education. Option B states youth in the age group of 15 to 20 years participates in the program. Option C states that the program young women and men of the tribal community from the interior areas, that means वो areas जो left wing extremism से affected हैं, वहाँ के जो young men and women हैं, they will be taken for the tours across the metro cities across the country. Okay, so that is the option C. Option D states it awares youth of the city areas about the development activities and industrial progress. So my dear friends, you have to identify the correct statement here. Please tell me what is the right answer. So here people are saying that option E is the right part. So here let me tell you, in the statement A it states that Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan is the implementing agency, but it is under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. That is why the statement A is absolutely incorrect. So the people who are telling me option E is the right answer, my dear friends, please make sure that you are going through the data very carefully, and after that only you are required to tell me the right answers. So here option B states that youth in the age group of 15 to 20 years participates in the program. My dear friends, this is not 15 to 20, but it is 18 to 22 years. That means young men and women between the age group of 18 to 22 years can only participate in this particular program. That is why this statement is again incorrect. So statement A भी incorrect है, statement B भी incorrect है. Statement C, young men and women of the tribal community from the interior areas which are affected by left-wing extremism are taken on a tour to major cities and metros across the city. That is absolutely right. अब बढ़ते हैं ऑप्शन डी की तरफ. What exactly is the incorrect part in the statement D? It states it awares the youth of city areas. My dear friends, it awares the youth of tribal areas. That is the reason that this statement is absolutely incorrect, and the right answer is option C. Absolutely here. So Sneha, Rana, Trending, Shreyashi, all the people have given me the right answer. That is option C. Option C is the correct statement from this particular part. I hope this is clear to all of you, my dear friends. Let's move on to the next question. So IT department of which organization has prepared सागर से सारांश विद्या समीक्षा सॉफ्टवेयर. तो यहाँ पर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के आईटी डिपार्टमेंट ने एक ऐसा सॉफ्टवेयर बनाया है जिसके थ्रू दे कैन असेस द क्वालिटीज, दे कैन असेस द डेटा एंड द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ मोर देन 28,000 स्कूल्स. यू हैव टू टेल मी कि ये कौन सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसके ये स्कूल्स एफिलिएटेड है, एंड व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जिसके आईटी डिपार्टमेंट ने इस सॉफ्टवेयर को बनाया है. It's NCERT, ICSE, AICT, CBSE and UGC. What is the right answer? So I can see here that yes, people are saying that it is option D, CBSE. Absolutely right. CBSE is the right answer. The people who have given me option D, please mark +1 in your scorecard that out of 25 you have got this question absolutely right. So it is basically CBSE. So let me tell you, my dear friends, that under this particular portal, with the help of this portal, what they will be doing, they will be monitoring the performance of all the CBSE schools across the country, across which parameter, like the infrastructure facilities which are there, about the quality of teaching which is being there, all the parameters which are being promoted by the CBSE, that yes, these are the parameters which must be accepted by these schools which are affiliated with CBSE. They must be executed properly by these particular schools, and on that particular basis only these schools will be monitored and their performance will be monitored, and if they are not following them properly, then they will be sent notices by the CBSE. I hope this point is clear to all of you. Absolutely, option D is the right answer. So Shreyashi, Ananya, Sneha, all the people have given me the right answer. Moving on to the next question. Tell me the name of that particular village जिसको recently award दिया गया था by the United Nations World Tourism Organization. The award was the best tourism village. The best tourism village award basically was being given to one of the village which is there in the Kutch district of Gujarat. Let me tell you, my dear friends, that this particular village is very much famous for hosting the Ran Utsav. तो रन उत्सव को होस्ट करने के लिए काफी ज्यादा जाना जाता है. What is the name of that particular village? Absolutely, it is option C, that is Dhordo. Dhordo is the right answer, the name of the village. Now, my dear friends, as we can see here that UNWTO is in the news, and we have seen such kind of questions which are being asked on these organizations. The first question that comes to my mind is that what is the year in which this organization was established? Can anybody tell me in which year the UNWTO was established? Can anybody tell me that? Absolutely, the right answer is 1946. In 1946, UNWTO was being established. And what is the year in which India has joined UNWTO? It is, India ने join किया था 1975 के अंदर. Okay, that is the right part. Now, another important thing that comes to my mind is that where is the headquarter of the United Nations World Trade Organization? What is the name of that place where it is headquartered? So, आप सभी ने, my dear friend, देखी होगी मूवी जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा, जहां पर देखने के बाद we always every person wants to visit the Spain. Let me tell you, my dear friends, this is a very easy way to remember this part, that yes, it is the Madrid, Spain, where the United Nations World Tourism Organization is headquartered, and this organization basically promotes the sustainable tourism across the world. Absolutely, this is the right answer. Now, another question that comes to my mind is, what is the name of the Secretary General of the UNWTO? What is the name of Secretary General of UNWTO? So my dear friend, this is a homework for all of you. Please tell me that in the comment section after this particular session, that what is the name of the person who is the Secretary General of UNWTO. This is the homework for all of you. Do tell me the right answer in the comment section after the end of the session. Okay, absolutely right, Ananya, you have given me the right answer. Let other also gives the right answer in the comment section. Let's move on to the next question. So Union Minister for Education has launched a web portal that is अपना चंद्रयान. तो अपना चंद्रयान पोर्टल जो है किस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने डेवलप किया है? व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन व्हिच हैज डेवलप्ड दिस अपना चंद्रयान पोर्टल, व्हिच इज बेसिकली हैविंग सम क्विजेस, पजल्स एटसेट्रा ऑन द चंद्रयान 3 मिशन. तो स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स के लिए एक क्विज, उनको एक क्विज प्रोवाइड की जा सके, उसके लिए एक पोर्टल बनाया है जिसका नाम है अपना चंद्रयान. सो आपके सामने क्वेश्चन है दैट व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन व्हिच हैज basically come up with this particular portal. The name of the organization is NCERT. Absolutely right, NCERT is the right answer. So all the people have given me the right answer. Moving on to the next question. Next question is on automated permanent academic account registry, or we can say APAR. So here, my dear friends, you have to identify incorrect statement regarding the APAR. So 5 statements have been given to you. You have to identify the incorrect statement. Let me tell you that APAR, it is basically under this particular part, we will be providing a lifelong ID to all the students so that they can track their performance, they can track their academic journey. So here the statement A states that Ministry of Education is the nodal ministry for the initiative. Statement B states कि जो APAR ID number है, it will be given to the students and it will remain operative from pre-primary till completion of the higher education, which is absolutely right. Option C states it will be implemented by National Educational Technology Forum. Once again, a correct part from the APAR. स्टेटमेंट डी स्टेट्स हर एक स्टूडेंट को एक यूनिक आइडेंटिफिकेशन नंबर दिया जाएगा जो कि एनरोल्ड है फ्रॉम द प्री प्राइमरी टू द हायर एजुकेशन. एब्सोल्युटली माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, ऑल दीज स्टेटमेंट्स आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट एंड द राइट आंसर हियर इज ऑप्शन ई, दैट इज none of the above is the right answer because all the statements are correct. That is why right answer is none of the above. Okay, my dear friends, now when I talk about this particular ecosystem, that is APAR. So basically this is an education registry ecosystem in which all the stakeholders of the education ecosystem will be registered. Now what are these stakeholders? These stakeholders are students, teachers, schools, colleges. So all these are the stakeholders which will be registered under this particular portal. The name of the portal is APAR. APAR stands for Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry. Let me tell you, my dear friends, that we are moving towards, we have heard about one nation, one ration card. We have heard about one nation, one election. Similarly, one nation, one student ID is basically, this is this part, और जिसको हम as a consider भी कर रहे हैं, that it will be called EduLocker. So these are the terms that you must remember from the exam point of view because they can be asked in the exam. I hope this is clear to all of you. Absolutely, all the people have given me the right answer. Moving on to the next question. So Sir JJ School of Art, Architecture and Design, इसको recently declare किया गया है as a de novo deemed university. और ये जो tag है, award दिया जाता है उन particular organizations को which are dedicated towards innovation in teaching and research in unique and emerging areas of knowledge. You have to tell me the name of the state where this particular college is being present. Sir JJ School of Art, Architecture and Design. ठीक है जी, so आपको मुझे बताना है what is the name of that place. Absolutely, it is Mumbai, Maharashtra. The right answer is option C, Maharashtra. So Maharashtra is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. So my dear friends, from this particular photo only you can see that what exactly is the next question. The next question is on the Rapidex. Rapidex जो कि इंडिया की पहली RRTS है. ठीक है, and the question is on a very easier lines. The question is basically that what exactly is the full form of RRTS? What is the full form of RRTS? You have to tell me in the chat box. So India का पहला RRTS का नाम क्या है? Rapidex. This can be a probable question in the exam, but we have seen in the as per the recent exam trends that yes, questions are being asked from the background, from in-depth part. That is why RRTS की full form आपको पता होना बहुत जरूरी है. So what is the full form of RRTS? It is Regional Rapid Transit System. Option B is the right answer. Absolutely. Shreyashi, Sneha, Ananya, Rana, all the people have given me the right answer. Option B. Moving on to the next question. The question is on the important days. The question is on World Food Day. You have to tell me the date on which we celebrate the World Food Day. So my dear friends, please tell me what is the right answer. The date on which we celebrate World Food Day, it is basically 16th of October. And I always tell you, and when we were covering this session, I told you that whenever days in news are there, you have to remember the date as well as the theme of the day. So can anybody tell me that what is the theme for World Food Day? Let me see who will tell me the right answer. So here Shreyashi, Rana, Sneha, Ananya, please quickly tell me what is the right answer to this question. What is the name? What was the theme of the World Food Day 2023, which is celebrated on 16th of October? Absolutely right. I can see people are telling me the right answer. That is, water is food, water is life, and leave no one behind. That is what the theme of the World Food Day is. Absolutely right. I can see most of the people have given me the right answer. Well done, my dear friends. So please make sure you remember the date and the theme for these days which we cover in the news articles. Moving on to the next question. So here you are required to tell me the name of the Global Security Forum which has been recently launched by the Indian Army. So Indian Army ने इसको launch किया basically along with the clause. और ये क्या करेगा? ये एक platform देगा basically. It will be bringing together the experts from the global defense, and they will be discussing on the important security matters. You have to tell me that what exactly is the name of that particular forum. Is it Global Security Summit, Strategic Defense Dialogue, or it is Chanakya Defense Dialogue, Military Security Forum, or Clause Defense Conference? Can anybody tell me the right answer? So I can see here that people, some are going with option E, some are going with option C. So let me tell you, the right answer is option C, that is C for Chanakya Defense Dialogue. Option C is the right answer, which is basically launched by Indian Army along with the clause. Absolutely, it is the right answer. So all the people who have given me option C as the right answer, please mark +1 in your copy, that yes, you have got +1 mark and you have successfully answered the question in this part. Moving on to the next question. So here you have to tell me the name of the military exercise जो कि recently हुई थी India और Malaysia के बीच में. Where it was held? It was held in Umroi Cantonment. Very direct question, my dear friends. इंडिया एंड मलेशिया आर्मी के बीच में ये एक्सरसाइज हुई है. यू हैव टू टेल मी द नेम ऑफ द एक्सरसाइज. सो हरिमाओ शक्ति, समुद्र लक्ष्मण, टेबल टॉप, उदार शक्ति, नन ऑफ द अबव. व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? राइट आंसर इज हरिमाओ शक्ति. एब्सोल्युटली हरिमाओ शक्ति इज द राइट आंसर. सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, जब हम बात करते हैं इंडिया और मलेशिया, when I talk about India and Malaysia, so this was the exercise which was being conducted with army of India and army of Malaysia. But what is the name of the exercise which is being conducted by Air Force of the two countries? Air Force दोनों ही countries की जब एक exercise conduct करती हैं, what is the name of that exercise? That is उदार शक्ति. Option D, उदार शक्ति is the right answer. Apart from that, when I talk about the name of the exercise, which is the naval exercise which is being conducted between these two countries, the name of it is Samudra Lakshman. Samudra Lakshman is the naval exercise and Air Force exercise is Udar Shakti. So please remember all these details because they can be asked in the exam. I hope that this is clear to all of you. I can see, yes, most of the people have given me the right answer to this part. Well done, my dear friends. Let's move on to the next question. So please tell me the name of the person whose picture has been given before all of you. She is the first lady officer in the Air Force which have got the position of Air Marshal. So what is the name of that particular person? Gunjan Saxena, Sadhana S. Nair, Padma Bandyopadhyay, Shaliza Dhami and Bhavna Kant. The name of that particular person who has become the first lady officer in the Air Force to hold the position of Air Marshal, it is Sadhana S. Nair. Sadhana S. Nair hai wo pehli lady, okay? And let me tell you, my dear friends, a very, very important point, that she has become the first lady officer in the Air Force जो बनी है Air Marshal. Absolutely right, this is the right part. बढ़ते हैं अपने अगले question की तरफ. So you have to tell me the name of the poet and writer who won the Nobel Prize for Literature for the Wild Iris. Wild Iris के लिए इसमें से वो कौन से poet हैं, prominent poet who has basically got this particular award. किसने लिखा था Wild Iris को? Can anybody tell me? The right answer is, the name of that particular poet is Emily Dickinson, Sylvia Plath, Edwin Rich, Louis Gluck or Mark Piercy. What is the right answer? Absolutely, option D, Louis Gluck is the right answer, who got the Nobel Prize, and she passed away recently, and that is why she was in the news. So a very, very important point that you have to remember, my dear friends, the place from which she belongs to, the name of the person, the profession from which she belongs to, all these three things are required to be covered from the exam point of view. I hope this is clear to all of you. Absolutely right. Moving on to the next question. So the question is on the electoral bond scheme. So electoral bond scheme was recently in the news. You have to identify that which statement is correct with respect to the electoral bond scheme. पहली स्टेटमेंट कहती है that it was launched in year 2018. SBI is the authorized agency to issue and encash the bonds. Third statement states that electoral bond will be valid for 30 days from the date of issue. Can anybody identify that what is the right answer? What are those statements which are correct? See, question की demand समझिए सबसे पहले. What is the demand of the question? You have to identify the correct statement. So correct statement यहाँ पर कौन सी है? Launch हुआ था 2018 में, absolutely correct. Second statement is State Bank of India authorized agency है, which is absolutely right. So both statements are absolutely correct. Third statement states it will be valid for 30 days. So यहाँ पर I can see that Ananya is saying that it is basically 15 days. Absolutely right, Ananya. That is 15 days के लिए valid रहेगा. So the right answer is only statement 1 and 2. So right answer is option A, that is 1 and 2 is the right answer. These are the correct statement. So my dear friends, let me tell you that electoral bond scheme, it basically allows the individuals to pay to the political party. देखिए पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज को पेमेंट करने के लिए इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड स्कीम का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. एंड अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन दैट आई वांट यू टू आंसर मी, दैट प्लीज क्विकली टेल मी दैट अंडर द इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड स्कीम द इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड कैरीज द नेम ऑफ पेई और नॉट. क्या पेई का नाम इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड पे आएगा या नहीं आएगा? प्लीज टेल मी द राइट आंसर बाय जस्ट टाइपिंग यस और नो इन द चैट बॉक्स. यस और नो टाइप कीजिए अपने चैट बॉक्स के अंदर, वॉट एवर यू थिंक इज द राइट पार्ट, that whether it will be carrying the name of the payee or not. So yes, absolutely right. Sneha, Ananya, Shreyashi, Vidyut, all the people have given me the right answer that it will not carry the name of payee. It will not carry the name of payee on the electoral bond. And this electoral bond is a interest-free bearer instrument. Okay, it is an interest-free bearer instrument. Now another question. Can you tell me that in what multiple amount that a person can invest in the electoral bond scheme? Electoral bond scheme में basically कितने amount में हम उसको purchase कर सकते हैं? Let me tell you my dear friends, it can be in the multiple of 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh and 1 crore. So in the multiples of these values we can bought this electoral bond. Absolutely right. This is the right part and all the people have given me the right answer. बढ़ते अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ. So another important day is here, that is the International Day for Eradication of Poverty 23. You have to identify that what is the theme for this particular day. Let me tell you my dear friend that this day is being celebrated on 17th of October. You have to tell me the theme. So the 5 options are being given to all of you. Please quickly tell me the right answer. What is the theme for International Day for the Eradication of Poverty? What is it? So the right answer here basically is option C, that is decent work and social protection, putting dignity in the practice for all. That is the right answer to this question. So the theme for the International Day of Eradication of Poverty, which is celebrated on 17th of October every year. Moving on to the next question, on the Operation Chakra 2. Operation Chakra 2 was being recently conducted by an agency and it was being conducted to combat and dismantle the infrastructure of organized cyber enabled financial crimes. इंडिया के अंदर जो भी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड साइबर फाइनेंशियल क्राइम्स होते हैं उनके इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को डिसमेंटल करना, दैट वाज द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ ऑपरेशन चक्र 2. बट व्हाट इज द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन व्हिच हैज कम अप विद दिस काइंड ऑफ ऑपरेशन? कैन यू टेल मी द नेम ऑफ दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन? The name of the organization is Central Bureau of Investigation, that is CBI, which has conducted the Operation Chakra 2. Absolutely, this is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. अगला क्वेश्चन है घर घर केसीसी अभियान. So my dear friends, let me tell you that we have already discussed these topics in a very detailed manner, and if you guys have not covered these topics really very well, after the today's session you can go back to the sessions and you can just saw those sessions and get all the important part. Okay, so question number 17 my dear friend, the question is on the घर घर KCC Abhiyan. You have to identify incorrect statement with respect to the घर घर KCC Abhiyan. So 3 statements are being given to identify the incorrect statement. पहली स्टेटमेंट कहती है कि इट इज ए एम्बिशियस प्रोग्राम, एक कैंपेन है जो कि बेनिफिट देगा, केसीसी का बेनिफिट सभी फार्मर्स को अक्रॉस द कंट्री, ये इसका एक ऑब्जेक्टिव है। स्टेटमेंट बी स्टेट्स नाबार्ड इसकी प्राइमरी एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है। थर्ड स्टेटमेंट कहती है कि जो ड्यूरेशन है इस कैंपेन की, that will be 1st October to 31st December 23. You have to identify the what is the incorrect statement. So I can see here that Nilesh, Ananya, Rana, Vidyut, all the people are saying option E is the right answer. Absolutely option E, that is none of the above are incorrect, as all the statements are correct. Let me tell you my dear friends, under the Ghar Ghar KCC Abhiyan, what they have tried. They have tried to aware the people about the benefits of Kisan Credit Card Scheme. किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड स्कीम का बेनिफिट प्रोवाइड किया जा सके, किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड सभी फार्मर्स तक पहुंचाया जा सके, दैट इज व्हाई दिस पर्टिकुलर अभियान वाज बीइंग लॉन्च्ड। एंड माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, अ क्वेश्चन अराइजेस इन माय माइंड दैट व्हाट इज द ईयर इन व्हिच द किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड स्कीम वाज बीइंग लॉन्च्ड? कैन एनीबॉडी टेल मी द राइट आंसर? द ईयर इन व्हिच किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड स्कीम वाज बीइंग लॉन्च्ड, कैन यू टेल मी द राइट आंसर? द व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वाज दैट ईयर? Absolutely, that was 1998. In which this particular kind of scheme was being launched. Can you tell me the nodal agency for this? The nodal agency for the Kisan Credit Card, it is NABARD. NABARD is the right answer. Now another question comes to my mind, my dear friend, that what are those farmers who are eligible to participate in the Kisan Credit Card Scheme? Basically उनकी एज क्या होनी चाहिए? What is the eligibility criteria in terms of age to participate in the Kisan Credit Card Scheme? Can anybody tell me? Let me give you the lower limit, that is 18 years. Can you tell me the upper limit of this age? What is that? It is absolutely 75 years. 75 years is the right answer. So 18 to 75 is basically the limit. The farmers under the age group of 18 to 75 can participate under this particular part. Absolutely right, my dear friends. All the people have given me the right answer. I'm really proud of all of you. Now let's move on to the next question. Next question is on the Mission Gaganyaan TV D1 test flight. तो इसको successfully launch किया इसरो ने, and you have to identify the statements about the Mission Gaganyaan, and you have to identify the incorrect statement. So 3 statements are being given on this Gaganyaan mission. You have to identify the incorrect statement. Let me tell you that Mission Gaganyaan TV D1 test flight क्या है? See, if there is a kind of emergency and the crew module which is being launched as a part of Gaganyaan mission, तो क्या वो अपने आप को अच्छे से निकाल पाएगा उस पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम से, और वो सी पर प्रॉपरली लैंड कर पाएगा? To test this particular part, a kind of emergency situation was being generated, and that's where ISRO has successfully tested this particular part. So आपके सामने क्वेश्चन है गगनयान मिशन पे. So गगनयान मिशन डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करेगा इसरो की ह्यूमन स्पेस फ्लाइट कैपेबिलिटी को, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली राइट. स्टेटमेंट भी कहती है कि जो लॉन्च व्हीकल यूज होगा मिशन के लिए, दैट विल बी GSLV MK3, which is once again absolutely correct. थर्ड स्टेटमेंट कहती है द इंटीग्रल कंपोनेंट ऑफ द गगनयान स्पेसक्राफ्ट आर ऑर्बिटल मॉड्यूल, सर्विस मॉड्यूल एंड द क्रू मॉड्यूल. तो यहाँ पर क्रू मॉड्यूल को ही यहाँ पर टेस्ट किया गया है अंडर द TV D1 टेस्ट फ्लाइट. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? ऑल द स्टेटमेंट्स आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट. राइट आंसर इज none of the above because we were required to identify the incorrect statement. हमें incorrect statement identify करनी थी. So here the right answer is option E, none of the above. बढ़ते अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ. अगला क्वेश्चन is on the day NRLM scheme. So my dear friend, day NRLM scheme is there. You have to identify the correct statement with respect to the day NRLM scheme. And let me tell you that recently 9 years of the rural development kind of brochure was being launched, and as a part of that these schemes were in the news. That is why you are required to cover these schemes. Okay, so under the scheme, percentage of NPA have come down to 1.88% since 2014. That is the first statement. Statement B states ये centrally sponsored scheme है जिसको launch किया था 2011 के अंदर, and it aims to reduce rural poverty by enabling poor households so that they can access the employment by upskilling them by skilled wage employment opportunities. So you have to tell me what is the right answer. So my dear friends, what is the right answer? Which statement is correct here? So here all the statements option 1, 2 and 3 are absolutely right. Right answer is option E. Now the question for all of you, can you tell me the name of nodal ministry? Nodal ministry of day NRLM scheme. Please quickly tell me in the chat box, my dear friends. Gurkirat sir has explained this scheme in a very beautiful manner, and it's the time you should tell me that what is the nodal ministry for this day NRLM scheme. What is the right answer? Absolutely right. So Nilesh, Rahul, Ananya, all the people have given me the right answer. That is Ministry of Rural Development. Absolutely, this is the nodal ministry for the day NRLM scheme. Well done, my dear friends. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is on the Kasturi Cotton Bharat. तो कस्तूरी कॉटन भारत के ऊपर आपको 3 स्टेटमेंट दी गई हैं. यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई विच स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट रिगार्डिंग द कस्तूरी कॉटन भारत. So it is a joint initiative by Ministry of Textiles, Cotton Corporation of India and the trade bodies and industry. So this statement is absolutely right. We can tick right here. Statement B कहती है it will create a sustainable ecosystem for all stakeholders involved, which is absolutely right. So option B is also right. Option C कहता है कि implementing agency जो है for branding, tracing and certification is TriFed. Let me tell you, my dear friends, TriFed is not the right answer. TriFed is not that organization which is the implementing agency. So statement C is incorrect. So what will be the right answer? Right answer will be option D, that is both A and B are absolutely right. So what is the name of that particular organization? Let me see who will tell me the right answer. The name of the organization which will जिसको हम TriFed से replace कर दे तो option C हमारा correct होगा. Can you tell me? Absolutely, it is TexProsil. TexProsil stands for the Cotton Textile Export Promotion Council. That is the name of that organization which will be the implementing agency for the Kasturi Cotton Bharat. Kasturi Cotton Bharat, a very important initiative which has been done. And my dear friends, let me tell you that all the people who are preparing for the NABARD phase 2, let me tell you this question can be asked in the exam. Okay, बढ़ते अगले question की तरफ. Question is on प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना ग्रामीण. So प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना ग्रामीण के ऊपर आपको 4 स्टेटमेंट दिए गए हैं. You have to identify correct statement with respect to the प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना ग्रामीण. So my dear friends, whenever you find such kind of statements, always make sure that yes, you are focusing on the keywords. अगर हम बात करते हैं स्टेटमेंट 1 की, कहता है कि 1.95 करोड़ प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना ग्रामीण हाउसेस को कंस्ट्रक्ट किया जाएगा. बट वी ऑल नो as per this particular scheme, it is targeting 2.95 crore houses. That's why statement 1 is absolutely incorrect. Okay, statement 2 कहती है जो फंडिंग है स्कीम के अंदर, that will be under the ratio of 60:40 in the plain areas. That is absolutely right. Statement 3 कहती है through loan beneficiary can tap into additional funds to the tune of 70,000 for the completion of house. Statement 4 states जो allotment होगी will be in the name of wife except in the case of widow. That means अगर widow, unmarried और separate person का केस है, उसमें उसके अलावा अगर कोई केस है तो उसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ वाइफ को ही यहाँ पर allotment किया जाएगा हाउस का. So can you tell me the right answer? What is it? Statement 3 is absolutely right. Statement 1 is incorrect. What about statement 4? Let me tell you here, it will be jointly undertaken by the wife and husband. That is why statement 4 is absolutely incorrect. The right answer is option 2 and 3. That means option E is the right answer. So I am really glad to see that all the people have given me the right answer. Jayalakshmi, Ananya, Rahul, Nilesh, Ananya, Rahul, all the people have given me the right answer. Well done, my dear friends. So this is the right part from this particular scheme. Let's move on to the next important scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. So Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana was also there in the news. You have to identify incorrect statement with respect to the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. So once again go through the 3 statements, identify the right answer. So पहली स्टेटमेंट कहती है कि वो परमिट नहीं करेगा रिपेयर टू ब्लैक टॉप और सीमेंटेड रोड्स. सेकंड स्टेटमेंट स्टेट्स इट प्रोवाइड्स रोड कनेक्टिविटी टू द विलेजेस. बट यहाँ पर एक सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट गिवन है, दैट इज इट इज नॉट आस्किंग यू, सी इट इज आस्किंग यू इट प्रोवाइड्स 4-lane रोड. Let me tell you, my dear friends, under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, they have basically specifically written that it will be 1-lane road which will be set up to provide road connectivity to the villages. That's why statement 2 is absolutely incorrect. Third statement states जो प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना का थर्ड फेज है, it will be focusing on the 1,25,000 किलोमीटर, उसको अपग्रेड किया जाएगा. So what is the right answer? What is the right answer, my dear friends? You are required to identify the incorrect statement. So यहाँ पर इन तीनों स्टेटमेंट में एक ही स्टेटमेंट इनकरेक्ट है, that is statement number 3. So right answer is statement number 2. Right answer is option C, that is only 2 is the right part. So here it is absolutely the right part. Well done, my dear friends. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is on the Manrega scheme. So Manrega scheme was there in the news, and here once again you have to identify the correct statement with regard to the Manrega scheme. So Manrega scheme के अंदर आपके सामने 4 statements हैं. First one is that 50% work allot किया जाएगा ग्राम पंचायत को for the execution. अगर किसी को 5 किलोमीटर की रेडियस पे काम नहीं मिलता है, then that person will be given 10% of the extra wages. थर्ड स्टेटमेंट स्टेट्स जो बेनिफिशियरीज हैं उनको पे कैसे किया जाएगा, दे विल बी पेड थ्रू Aadhaar based payment system. Okay, and the fourth statement states that 60:40 wage and material ratio will be maintained for all the works. My dear friend, let me tell you that in the previous year exams in the both RBI and NABARD, we have seen questions across these lines, and that is why these questions are really very important to be covered. Okay, so you have to identify what is the right answer. Here you are required to identify the correct statement. We have seen all the statements are correct as per the Manrega scheme. So what is the right answer? Right answer is option E, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, all of them are absolutely correct. So my dear friend, that is absolutely right. Now let's move on to the next question. Next question is on the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana was in the news. You have to identify the incorrect statement with regard to the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. First statement is on the objective. इसका objective क्या है कि we will explore the feasibility of reusing treated municipal waste water. जो municipal waste water है, treated municipal waste water, उसको reuse किया जाएगा. Second statement, सभी structures को geotag किया जाएगा. Third statement, ये जो हमारा component है वो applicable उन्हीं areas में होगा जहां पर average rainfall 750 mm से कम रहेगी. So you have to identify that which statement is correct here. So question number 24, my dear friends, you have to identify the statement which is incorrect. I can see most of the people are saying option D is the right answer. So as per the students, option D is the right answer. That means the right answer is this. That means statement 3 is incorrect. Can you identify what is the incorrect part here? PMKSY HKKP ये applicable होगा उन areas में जहां पर average rainfall होगी less than 750 mm. My dear friends, please focus on these two words, less than 750 mm. So basically it will be on the more than 750 mm rainfall honi chahiye, only then this will be done. Okay, only then that particular part will be applicable, and that is why the right answer is option D, that is only third statement is incorrect. So my dear friends, now we are moving to the last question of our session, and I want all of you to tell me the right answer in the chat box. Please tell me what are the right answers to this question. Question is on, you have to tell me the name of the Maharatna Central Public Sector Enterprise जिसको recently Golden Peacock Award दिया गया था for its risk management efforts. For its risk management efforts, this particular institution has been given the Golden Peacock Award. You have to identify the name of the organization which has launched, which has got this particular award. Is it Power Finance Corporation, NTPC Limited, IRFC, REC Limited, Power Grid Finance Corporation of India? What is the right answer? So here I can see some multiple responses from the people. So some are saying REC, some are saying NTPC. So my dear friends, when I talk about the right answer to this question, the right answer here is option D, that is REC Limited. REC Limited is the right answer to this question, and the right answer is option D. So my dear friends, now it's the time that you should tell me that what exactly your scores are. See, scores को count करना काफी ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. Why? Because it will help you to analyze that what exactly is the level of your preparation, how much data you retain. And let me tell you, my dear friends, you have to analyze that what are the questions that you have answered wrong, what are the questions in which you have got more time. Let me tell you that always you will see, when you will analyze this now, you will see that there is a pattern to it, and you have to identify the pattern, worked on the loopholes, and you have to basically convert your weak areas into strength areas. I can see here the scores of various students, like Ananya has scored 19 out of 25, Shreyashi has scored 23 out of 25, Sneha has scored 21. That's really great, my dear friends. I want all of you to tell me your scores in the comment section of the session, that what was your score in this particular session of the revision session of CT 360 GA plus ESI current affairs. And my dear friends, if you are still new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of these sessions. So my dear friends, आज के session की भी PDF आपको Telegram channel पे मिलेगी, जिसका link you will get at the description of the session. ठीक है? Now my dear friends, if you are having any kind of query regarding this particular session, please tell me in the chat box. And apart from that, if you are having any kind of feedback regarding this session, please make sure, feel free, if you have liked the session or you have not liked the session, if you have liked the questions level or if you have not liked the questions level, please feel free to tell me your opinion about the session in the comment section, so that we can work on it and we can also come better in the upcoming sessions. Okay? And my dear friends, if you are seeing the recorded part of the session, do not worry, you can share your queries in the comment section, where I will be resolving your doubts. Apart from that, you can also share your queries at hello@edutap.co.in, and you can also call us at 814-620-7241. So my dear friends, I'm waiting for your queries in the chat box. If you are having any kind of query, please feel free to ask in the chat box. I am here to answer your queries, and after that only we will be concluding the session. So please feel free, any query that you have regarding the current affairs part, or any query regarding the preparation and about this particular session as well. If there is any kind of topic that you are not able to understand, you are having any kind of doubt in that particular topic, please feel free to tell your query in the chat box. So Shalini, Shreyashi, thank you for marking your presence in the session. All the people, my dear friends, we would like to thank you for marking your presence in the session. And let me tell you that in the upcoming part of the session, we will be keep on coming up with these interesting news articles which are really very important from the exam point of view, and those sessions will be followed by another revision session that will be taken on every alternate Saturday. So please make sure that you are marking the date as well as time, that yes, on every alternate Saturday you will be having such kind of revision session where we will be revising all the current affair articles that we have covered in the previous sessions in the form of MCQs, because in the exam you will be solving the MCQs only, and that's where it is really very important that you must have an exam like feel, like yes, these are the kind of questions which are being asked in the exam. So I can see that there are no more queries in the people's mind, there are no more queries in the students' mind. If still you are having any kind of query in your mind, my dear friends, please feel free to tell me your queries in the comment section and I will be answering your queries. And I think it's a good time to conclude the session. So thank you for joining us. We will be meeting in the next session. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Wish you all happy learning.